Peace be unto you all. I am Solana Soul, bringing light into the world through soulful conversations. Welcome to my channel and thank you for rocking with me. So, I am going to be talking about just giving advice today for young women. Things I wish I knew when I was younger, things I wish I knew as a teen, things I wish I knew in my early 20s. Yeah, things like that. So stick around with me. It will be in parts because there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and I really want y'all to soak it in. So I don't want to give you too much at once. I might drop 3 per video so I can really expound. So one point is going to be, as a young woman, I really try to speak to those who are like 17 to 24. In that age range, your only top priority should be your money, your education, your relationship with God, and learning yourself and who you are. When we're young, we tend to pursue relationships. We tend to be obsessed with relationships when we haven't even attacked our childhood trauma. We haven't even tried to look inward at who we are, what our character is. We don't even know the kind of woman that we want to be. And we're kind of aimlessly walking around life, just figuring it out. And we always tend to think that a relationship is going to help us get to where we need to go. Listen, let me just say that you are not the exception. We tend to think that we're the exception. We're going to be fortunate enough to get this man, and this man is going to love us into this identity. This man is going to just come in our life and just change our lives completely. There are women who are the exception to the rule. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be you, babe. So you're going to have to really do that footwork. You're going to have to go out there and discover yourself. You have to do that. It's a must that you first focus on your relationship with God. Then as you focus on your relationship with God, you get a grip on your purpose. You get a grip on why you're here. You travel. Please travel. If there was anything I wish I did, especially with my college refund checks, I wish I would have taken more trips. And it's not too late for me to do that, but it's just specifically with the money that I had, I was too busy shopping and spending. I don't have nothing to show for the money that I've spent in the past 10 years. Nothing to show for it. So just really focus in this time. Don't look at social media and you see people in happy relationships. I know you see that and you want love, you want affection, you want to have a relationship that is beautiful and fruitful, and one day your time will come. But your early 20s, your teens are not for sacrifice. That is not for you to be somebody's wife, to give up your youth. And when I say this, I don't mean spend your youth running the streets, going to clubs, drinking and smoking. No, you spend your youth productively. You spend your youth looking for yourself, figuring out who you are, and healing your trauma. So you are going to go on this journey of self-discovery, and I will break down in another video how exactly you can start so that you can unfold before yourself. In the young ages of your life, this is where you have the most, I'm not gonna say the most fun, because your best days are ahead of you, not behind you. This is not where you party, smoke, drink. Like I said before, this is where you are intentional. Being intentional is going to be your greatest asset. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur to do that. You don't have to be what we see on social media. You don't have to be the boss, the CEO. You literally have to have a purpose, have something that you're going to stand for and work towards it. And I know the issue when we're younger is that we don't know who we are. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing. So we go to college thinking this is going to solve our issue. This is going to help us. The best thing that I did was I started working. I took a year off from college, and I wish I would have just continued to work instead of taking out loans and gone to college. But there was a lot of pressure on me, so I just ended up doing that. You don't have to go to school right away. Figure out what you like, and I would suggest getting a trade. You can get scholarships for trades, but don't go to a 4-year college right away. Even if you have to go to a community college, you can pay like 75% less of what you would pay at a 4-year just per semester. So whatever you need to do, take your time, take it day by day. But the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is to work, make money. As long as you have some type of income coming in, save up for a car, save up for, I wouldn't even say save up for your own place. If you have a parent or an adult that is willing to let you stay with them, then do that. And you save up, but don't rush to go to school. Don't rush to take out loans. Take your time. This is the time for you to figure it out. And this is where you make the most mistakes. Take the most risk career-wise. Take the most risk when it comes to business. Take the most risk now. Because by the time you're 30, people aren't going to be willing to give you so much grace because you're no longer 18. You're not 19. You're not 20, 21. So they're looking at you like you've been in the game for a little while. They're expecting you to show up as the adult that you now are. So point number 2 is you want to put yourself out there more. One thing that I regret from being younger is that I just had so much social anxiety, and I felt like the world truly revolved around me in the worst way. I felt like I was a spectacle. I didn't think about everybody else is already in their own head, and they really don't care about you. And not in the sense of you don't matter, but in the sense that you're not a spectacle. People are not overanalyzing you the same way that you're overanalyzing yourself. And you need to take more risk. You need to put yourself out there more. You need to initiate more conversations with strangers. You need to be more social. Don't be in your own head. A lot of times we overthink, we overanalyze, and it's so unnecessary. You miss out on so many opportunities when you're young because, oh, I'm scared to talk to that guy. I'm scared to talk to that woman. I'm scared to talk to this important person. I feel like they're better than me. You need to put yourself out there more and take more risk because connections are everything. That is how you will get opportunities later on in life. That is how you may get even learning opportunities now in your life as you're young. So don't forget to put yourself out there and don't be in your head too much about it. So the third and final point of this video is I want you to not spend so much time hating yourself. Especially as women, society has really done a number on our confidence. And it causes us to consistently compare ourselves, consistently pick ourselves apart when we look in the mirror or when we look at pictures. Things are not as bad as it seems. And when we're young, we see so many beautiful women. And I feel like this generation of young women have it extremely hard because, at least for me growing up, the internet was not so available. It was not, we had like a family computer and we had like MySpace, and we didn't really have we didn't have Instagram like that. Instagram came around when I was in like middle school, I believe. It's like high school, middle school, high school. So everything wasn't easily accessible to us like this. We didn't get to see women with filters. Filters weren't even a thing back then. If you posted on Instagram, it was a raw picture of your face and the way it just looked, okay? Women were not beating their faces as often as we see it today. Women weren't wearing waist trainers and didn't have BBLs, it wasn't as prevalent back then. But now at 13, 14, 15, whatever, you have women who just look ridiculous. And this is what you guys wake up to. You open your feed, your For You pages, you look at your feeds, and it's just women that are perfection. So you're more than likely comparing yourself. You are who you are for a reason, and you deserve to be here. So spend less time hating yourself. Take more pictures of you with no filters, nothing changed. Take more pictures of you and accept you for who you are, because you can't change that. No amount of surgery is going to change how you feel about you on the inside. I could go and get surgery today, but if I'm not happy with me, that surgery is not going to suddenly make me feel like, now you're finally beautiful. If you're discontent before the thing, you're going to be discontent after the thing. So just find contentment with where you are in your appearance. And if it's something that you can physically change through working out, through investing in your skincare, then do that. Take care of yourself. I'm not taking away from that, but don't compare yourself, because you are not the woman next to you and she isn't you. There may be a woman who may be more societally attractive, but that doesn't mean she's better than you, she's worth more than you, and she deserves to be here any more than you do. That's simply not true. So I hope that this first video helped you guys out and really gave you some wisdom because these are things I wish I would have known when I was even 13. I started comparing myself very young. I am not the beauty standard, but even with that, I have grown to love myself, and it's taken me a while to do that. But I just want you guys to not compare yourself, to focus on what really matters as you're young. Your education, your money, finding yourself, learning who God is, because that is going to be the reason why you live. God is going to give you a sense of belonging, a sense of acceptance. If you had a mother or a father that didn't love you, if you came from a place where you truly never felt accepted and you deal with rejection, God is going to truly perfect you in that. He's going to give you a reason to stay on this earth. He's going to give you a reason to keep going. And even when you don't have a boyfriend, a husband, a friends, a mom, a dad, the Most High is going to shelter you and cover you. So that is the main priority in that. So while you're young, search for God. While you're young, find yourself. While you're young, figure out what it is that you want to do. And you work towards that all the time. Stop being in your head and don't think too much about the world. Don't think that people are always overanalyzing you. And then finally, don't hate yourself. Everything is not what you think it is, and you are better than how you view yourself. So I pray that you guys have a beautiful weekend, or whenever you're watching this, beautiful rest of the day, rest of the night, whatever. So shalom. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is where I post relationship things. I post things about spirituality and just, evaluating yourself as a woman, as a young woman, as an adult woman. So make sure y'all subscribe and then follow me on TikTok. And let me know you came from YouTube if you did come from YouTube on TikTok.